Hi, everybody. Yes, I know I've been gone a while. This is Judy Parcell, and I have been in a hiatus. And I decided that this video would be a good way to touch bases with you. I have not given up my channel, but also to tell you about a topic I thought I'd never have to talk to you about, and that's what happens when you go dead inside and you have no creativity. What do you do? And when I am in inspiration, I am prolific. I sometimes get the ideas so fast, I sketch them, I throw them in my workbook to get back to them later so I don't forget the idea. There's a lot of things that stimulate my creative side. And then one morning I wake up and I can't come up with anything. And I go, well, I'll try a little Zen doodle. That's always good. And it's horrible. And that's when I realize I've actually entered into that hiatus period. And I think the creative mind needs that to relax, to do something different. And because I don't sit idle, I can't sit idle, I figured out what I could do. I have a Facebook page, Judy Parcell, and I decided to become a reporter. And I started in with the trucker convoys, with the people in Canada, working all the way down to the People's Convoy here. And then the war broke out in Ukraine, so I had plenty to report about. And I decided those two things really have one thing in common: people fighting for their freedom. And I thought, well, that would be good. I can practice my writing skills. I can see how objective I can be. So all I did was little snippets of what was going on in both of those events and loaded up with screenshots, off videos, and then I put explanations down below and tried to be as neutral as I could without my opinions. And it was met with very favorable reaction. And some of the people that had kind of vaguely been in the background, touching in once in a while with me with my art, are now very much forward on these events. And what's kind of funny, though it isn't funny, when there's tragedy, everybody's right there. They're fascinated. If you do the airy-fairy thing, people kind of draw back because it's not as exciting. And I mean, I find that amusing, but it is so human. I found that it was good to do that change because I got to practice, like I said, my writing skills. And though I'm dead in the art area, all of a sudden, the second book that I'm writing has finally completed itself and it is all in my head. And I'm very excited to get it down on paper and get it up on Amazon. And my goal is to get that done before the end of the year. It's an entirely different book from the first one. The first one was an autobiography. I'd taken all my paranormal experiences and worked them into a fantasy story. Otherwise, if you say, well, on such and such a date, da-da-da happened, and da-da, it's very boring. So I worked it into a tale that you could read along, incorporating a lot of my sense of humor. And then I heard in the book arena that you're not significant unless you have 3 books out there. So I got my second ones done. Now I just got to, type it and get it up on Amazon. And then the third one kind of unfolded at the end of the second one. And I'm going, well, I'm going to make my 3-book goal. So it hasn't been an idle time. But because people were sort of saying, well, when are you going to get back to your art and so on and so forth, I decided to tell them I would get back to my art at the end of the truckers' convoy, which I think is going to end a lot sooner than the Ukrainian war. We don't know how long that war is going to last. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm glad I took another road less traveled because things happened for me there. And as an artist, don't be afraid to step out of your box. Like, some people will paint a painting and it'll be absolutely excellent. And I'll say, well, what are you going to do with it? Well, I'm going to give it to you. No. What are you going to do with it? They can't see, well, maybe I should put a frame on it. I said, that would be nice. Now what are you going to do with it? Oh, hang it up someplace. I could give it to you in a frame. I don't want it. What are you going to do with it? And then finally they go, well, let's show it in a show. Oh, good. What else can you do with it? How about making greeting cards from it? Or how about putting it up on Redbubble and use it as a design? Oh, yeah. I said, you do have a Redbubble, don't you? Yeah. And it's like, when someone is there, they need to look at other options for the same piece of art. And it's like, when you're out of the creative mode, you need to look at other options that you have to do something different. Same thing. Step out of the box. And that's what I've done. Anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble here. And I thought you deserved some kind of an explanation about where I've been. And I want to wish you a great day and talk to you later. Have fun.